Okay guys, I'm gonna show you how to make colloidal water using BBSA 1.0 pulsar. This is a silver pulsar which you can use to make colloidal water. If you switch this position switch to the left, and you can use it for micropulsing. In this video we're gonna cover colloidal water, and so for that everything comes in a kit that you need. You will get ppm meter, you'll get laser pointer, you'll get timer, you'll get a plate, you'll get this adapter which connects to the wire. The wire output connects to the right side here, power connects to the left side. This is the power supply which plugs into the power, and you won't get jar or distilled water. You're gonna need to get those from your grocery store. If you go to Walmart, you can purchase distilled water and the jar itself. So once you get that filled up distilled water into the jar all the way, as you see it's all the way filled, then insert your electrodes, straighten them out. If they're not straight, make sure they're straight. Connect your alligator clips to each of the electrode. Place this in the water, center it, and start your timer. We're gonna do 40 minutes first. After 40 minutes we will clean the electrodes and also mix the water. After that we'll set another 30 minutes to finish making colloidal water. After we're gonna make colloidal batch, we'll check with parts per million meter, ppm meter. This meter measures dissolved solids in the water, and we'll verify with the laser pointer to make sure we have silver dissolved in the water, and that will complete the batch. So later you can filter it or let it sit. Some of the oxidized silver will fall down to the bottom, so you will have a little bit of oxidized silver, but most of it will get dissolved into the water, and you will have within 70 minutes of use. This water is room temperature, you don't need to heat it up. This is the easiest way to do it. Yes, it's gonna take 70 minutes. If you heat it up, it can take much quicker, like 10-15 minutes, but it's hard to control the temperature. So do it in a room temperature. Take about 70 minutes to do it, 1 hour, and you will make a 15 ppm, around 15 parts per million of dissolved silver. The most you can make is 20 parts per million. So after 20 parts per million, your silver will not dissolve anymore in the water. You will need to add some chemicals, some stabilizers or whatever. Some companies they can do it. They can raise the parts per million to the high numbers, but without chemicals, in a basic distilled water, you'll be able to raise to about 20 ppm max. So in this batch we're gonna do 15 ppm, which is 75% of what you can do, and 15 parts per million is a highly concentrated solution. You will need to dilute it in water and use it for different purposes like sterilization and other purposes. So let's plug it in. Make sure you select colloidal silver to the left. There is a switch here. Okay, select to the left, and let's start the timer. Sorry. Okay, well, 41 minutes, 42 minutes. So we'll do the 42 minutes first, and we'll come back and I'll show you how the silver looks like. We'll take a measurement, we'll shine the light through, and we'll mix the water, and we'll clean one of the electrodes, and we'll do another 30 minutes. So to be continued. forgot to mention, when you make colloidal water, you need to switch this intensity knob all the way clockwise to the right, like this, all the way to the right. Okay guys, it's been 42 minutes. We'll shut off the power, we'll turn off the timer. By pushing minute and second at the same time, you can reset, and let's set another 30 minutes. And now let's clean the electrodes. So I have my napkin here. By the way, while I was making, I mixed it a couple times during the session. That's another thing you can do to improve the process of dissolving silver. Okay, so here I have my electrodes, and one of them will be oxidized. So by rubbing your napkin, you will clean it. Okay, here is how it looks, and let's mix it in. Let's take a laser pointer and let's see. We already have some dissolved solid silver in the water. As you can see, there is a line of laser going through the water. So that's a visual confirmation. Also, we'll take our ppm meter and let's measure it and see how much we got. So far we have 4 parts per million of dissolved silver in the water, and we're targeting 15 parts per million, 3 to 4 parts per million, about 4 right now. Okay, now after cleaning electrodes, we'll put them back, center it, and plug it in, and set a timer for another 30 minutes. Alright, we'll come back in 30 minutes. Okay guys, it's been another 30 minutes, so let's unplug the power and let's test it. During this 30 minutes I have mixed a few times the brew. Here how the electrodes look like, they're dark. I will need to clean them again. And here is our colloidal water. Let's run the LED laser light, and as you can see, the beam is strong now. Let me mix it a little better. Okay, let's take ppm meter and let's measure our total dissolved solids. And here we are. We're at 15 parts per million of dissolved silver in this batch of water. Okay, so now you will need to allow it to settle. You want to store this in a dark place or put aluminum foil around this, close it, let the oxidized silver settle on the bottom, and then you can transfer it in the different container the next day and whatever left on the bottom, just dispose it. And that's how you get 15 parts per million of colloidal water. Okay, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.